Melissa Hall again. First Impressions. My website is weaveextension.com. My phone number is 302-476-2311. I'm doing this video on the natural hair care, your hair underneath the weave. I wanted to go over the features, or some of the features that I do with the natural hair to keep the natural hair strengthened and growing while you're wearing the natural hair weave base. The important part about wearing hair weave is that we keep our natural hair and scalp strong, and we keep it healthy, and we keep our natural hair growing. And that was one of my passions of building the natural hair weave system, is that our natural hair stay growing and healthy and nourished while we have our new look, which is our new hair. Both human hair, this hair, and the natural hair underneath should both be taken care of with the proper products. I'm going to give you a little history about me, a little bit about me, and a little about why I choose the products that I choose. One, I have, my degree is psychology, and my studies are studying the human brain and what makes the human brain, what in the human brain makes the body work. They call it chemicals. We call it chemicals of the brain. Those chemicals is what makes our hair grow, our nails grow, our body move the way that it moves. So what the hair product companies are doing now is they're taking those, or have been doing, and now more involved in doing, is taking those chemicals, what they call chemicals, we call vitamins, protein, the oils of extracts, natural oils of extracts, and they're putting it into the product so that the hair continues to be strengthened and nourished, and that the hair will grow. So what they're doing is replenishing these things back, because this part of your natural hair, once it grows out of the roots, it becomes what they call dead. It's dead hair. It has no more life to it, and the only life that's left is what we put to it. So when they create these hair products, they create the hair products to put back the nourishing that the brain, the chemicals of the brain, puts into the root of your hair so that your hair will grow out. So what I do is I research the product. I look at all the products out there. I see what's in them. I look for proteins, which is the vitamins, the vitamin E, the keratin of the natural hair. I look for the vitamins itself, the full vitamins that our brain, vitamin, all the A, B, C vitamins. I look for the natural extracts, which is the oils, which put back in the natural oils onto the hair ends, allowing the cuticles to be able to strengthen, to nourish, and stay in that position. When my clients come in, most of my clients come in, they're always coming in with hair damage because they're using from the old weaves. They were doing the glue, or they were doing the braids with the sewing of the tracts, and then they were doing the wigs and not caring for the hair underneath. So then their ends would be ragged, where I needed. So what I do is I trim them off, so that so I trim off the ragged ends to get to the healthier part, and then I nourish and deep conditioning the hair, cuticles, with a deep conditioner that has all of those chemicals, which is the vitamins and proteins and natural oils, back in it. So I'm replenishing and putting it back into my client's hair. The scalp is so very important to wearing this, because ladies, we're wearing this stuff on top of our scalp, on top of our hair. We are eliminating the air, and your scalp, excuse me, has to be the nerves, be to breathe, and when those things don't happen, a bacteria forms. So what I tend to do is I do a pre-treatment. So before I put the natural hair weave system on your head, I pre-treat your scalp and your hair. I put in back the moisture back into the cuticles of your hair. I put back the natural oils. I put back the protein. I put back the vitamins back into the scalp. I use it what I call anti-itch solution with, and I base the scalp with it. I go through do a 4-part parting of your hair, and I go through each part of your hair, and I spray and base it and rub it into your scalp before you get the weave base installed. And then what I do is I take and I do your natural hair itself, and I base your natural hair with the same thing. So that now when your hair is covered, your scalp is nurtured. Then what I end up doing is giving my clients, and if you give me one moment, I give my clients a small bottle of anti-itch solution that has the proteins and natural oils inside of this solution. So now after you've learned this on your head for, I don't know, a week or 2 weeks or 3 weeks, and you begin to feel an itch, a lot of girls do the patting of the head. That's not, no. And the other girls, they go in with their fingernails or their finger and they scratch. And when you do that, what you're doing is you're causing abrasions on the scalp, creating a cut, a little tiny cut on the scalp, and allowing the bacteria to build more, where the flakes are building more, and the flakes begin to get bigger and thicker and more, and it begin to spread through the head. So what I do, instead of letting my ladies abuse their scalp, what I do is I give them this little bottle. What this little bottle does is, when you're out and you're feeling like, oh my God, I got a scratch, what I tell my ladies to do is part your hair, go into the base. The base that I use for the natural hair weave system is very, 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 very thin. Take the bottle, spray in there, very close to it, spray in there, spray enough that you feel it, the wetness in the scalp. And then you take your finger and rub. You rub in the area, rub, 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 and then that's it. What you're doing is you're putting back in the moisture to the scalp. You're removing the bacteria that's building up in the scalp that creates the flakes, and you're also eliminating the inflammation, the flaming of your scalp, and no more cuts to the scalp. So now you're treating the scalp while the base is on, and you're nourishing your scalp and hair while the base is on as well. So the other thing is, when I remove the base, when I remove the base from my client's hair as well as my hair underneath here, when I take this off, it is moisturized, it's shiny, it's healthy looking, it's growing, it's based with the proper treatments, the proper chemical vitamins, the protein. It looks healthy, it feels healthy, it's soft. So that's, and my scalp is not scaly, it's not flaking. Now there is some small, because you can't get every little piece, but it's very, very, very minimum. Very minimum. There's no abrasions to the scalp from scratching. So these are the things that I put in place for your natural hair to grow and your scalp to be healthy while you're wearing the natural hair weave base, because this is permanent. It stays on as long as you want it. Now I wear it for a whole year, and you want to wear this for a whole year, but underneath that, you want your natural hair to be beautiful. You want your scalp to be healthy. You don't want bacteria building onto your scalp and your hair flaking, because that could cause a permanent issue over time. So I treat that before the process. I pre-treat it, and then I post-treat it as I'm wearing the natural hair weave base. So that's all I have right now for the natural hair care underneath the permanent natural hair weave system. My web address is weaveextension.com. My phone number, ladies, please call me, or you can send me an email at weaveologist@hotmail.com. My phone number is 302-476-2311. Thank you.